We're good to go.
Okay. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. I am so glad you guys joining us. I know you guys on Eastern time are, I think it's 8:30 p.m. there. For us, it's 7:30. And I, no joke, just walked in from the river. So Carol's got heat in Canada and I got super heat in Texas. It's pretty insane. And so tonight, Carol and I are just here to talk about a little bit about our journey and what Isagenix did for us and just the amazing product line. And just share to you guys why we're so different compared to everything out there. Carol, you had slides? Okay, awesome. There we go. So my name is Helen Costa-Giles, and I have been with Isagenix for over 6 years now. It seems crazy, but it's been 6 years. So that picture of me on the left was 6 years ago. And I was just a tired, exhausted mom. I was burnt out. At that time, I was in a corporate career. I'd come home with my kids. I just had no energy for them. I had finally had to go to the doctors, and every year had to get an annual checkup. And in 2014, they basically told me I was headed down a road of chronic health issues. And I have 2 little boys. So when I got that message of my health issues, I just lost it. I had spent a decade yo-yo dieting. Every time I went to that annual checkup, it was always just lose weight, Helen. But this time it came with other issues. And so I was desperately seeking for something. And along came Isagenix. My bestie was always online on Facebook. Does it sound familiar? At 5 a.m. posting her workouts and all this energy, and she was thriving. So I called her and asked her what she had, and this is what she told me is Isagenix. And through her, I met the amazing Carol Elizabeth, and she has been by my side since day one. Actually, she's the one who made me take that photo that I desperately did not want to take. And through my journey, my husband and I did it together. He had some health issues as well, and both of us together, I lost 90 pounds and he released 65 pounds. I know I don't have his photo here, but we really took it serious as far as a health journey and not a diet, because we were just sick and tired of trying things, because my husband and I had tried everything together, and we just went in it, and we needed simplicity and we needed something that would work. And after I saw so much about Isagenix, I just saw the results, and there was no way I could keep saying no to my best friend. What we got there? Oh, and now I've got the beautiful woman who, seriously, I call her my big sister, who made me take that picture and change my life, because she'd been there and done that.
Yes, I only made you take that picture because I had a picture of my own, but I thought I was rocking it in Vegas years ago in this one piece. And so welcome. I'm so excited to be here tonight with you, Helen. And for those of you that are tuning in, some of you are here to learn about Isagenix because somebody invited you, or you've been watching your friend run around with lots of energy, or suddenly their pants are falling off, all this stuff's going on, and you want to know what they're doing. So you're here to learn a little bit about Isagenix. And so, you know, I really just want, before I go on, to just make sure that we Isagenix is just a food. We don't claim to cure, treat, or diagnose any illnesses. And we are really just here to share our story and a lot of what is possible here within Isagenix from a product standpoint, from a nutrition standpoint, and we're going to take you through some of the steps of that. So hang with us tonight. And then we're super excited to be able to welcome you into our beautiful community. So my name is Carol, and I just live outside of Toronto, Canada. And this picture was about 12 years ago for me. And I really was lost in motherhood. I don't know if any of you on the line are mothers or know a mother, but I put everything into being a mom, and really just kind of talked about my body being lost to my children. But when I really took a step back, it was the fact that I was sitting on my butt all the time. I was eating garbage all the time. I was drinking a lot. There was nothing that I was doing that would have had any reason for me to have any body other than the body that I had. And so I went on a journey thinking that happiness would be found in a fit body. Truthfully, had no idea where that would take me. I started my journey at 28 years old, stepped on my first fitness stage at the age of 39. And that was when I realized that having the body didn't mean I was happy. It didn't mean that I had energy. It didn't mean that I had nutrition, that I had I was sleeping well. And so I spent some time in the fitness world, 2-time international figure pro. And when I found Isagenix 7 years ago, I was cutting all the food, measuring all the food, all the macros, everything you needed, everything that on paper is supposed to have you looking and feeling magical, and I wasn't. And when I put Isa in my body, everything changed, and we are going to take you through why that is right now. We already did this, so I'll just move on. Oh, there's lots of clicks here, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Clicky click. So one of the things that we want everyone to know that Isagenix is for everyone, but we really want to focus on some of the main reasons why, I came and Carol came and some of other people came, is just that we're in a life sometimes where we're just burnt out, exhausted. Like I had said earlier, when I came home from my corporate job, I was sitting on my couch with my kids, asking them what movie they want to watch because I had nothing to give them when I came home. Or the 2 o'clock office burnout time where you just want to fall asleep at your desk, or maybe you just were like me and so many others where you spent a decade not knowing what to do, like you yo-yo dieted, you binged, and then you like deprived and binged and deprived. Or maybe you're just like, it's summertime. Like it's summertime. Some of this is fluff has got to go, right? And so what we really want you to do, keep clicking, Carol. What we really want you to do is to really show what your life can feel like when you start to nourish your body. Like imagine like just having that more energy to play with your kids, to do something. Guys, I outrank my kids in energy now. It's crazy. They slept the entire way home from the river. They just couldn't hang. They just couldn't. And I'm here still energized and they're like zombing on the TV. Imagine being at work, whether if you have a home business or you have a career, and really being able to focus and do your job right. I pride myself on my job, but I hated when I wasn't performing for my bosses. I hated when I was performing my own business. And you just want simplicity. Of course, I had to put a plug of me drinking a shake, but really, that's one of the things that I loved so much about Isagenix, not just because of the nourishment, but because of the simplicity and, trimming down the fat, trimming down the fluff. Just feeling better in your body is such an important thing. And that's we call it the 2.0 lifestyle right now. We're all about the 2.0. What does your life really want to look like? What do you really want to improve in? Is it the energy? Is it just the way your body, how you feel in your clothes, or is it just the way you perform in it from morning to night?
Absolutely. And here with Isagenix, we've got something so different. And, Helen hit on that. And that's what we love to do when we come together to introduce somebody to Isagenix and, just ask you to be open. Maybe you are like I was and you couldn't understand how the something that came in a canister or a bag was actually food. Maybe you're from the world that I was where shakes are for post-workout. Maybe you're from the world of incredible nutrition and knowledge, and you are like I was for a while and didn't believe that could exist inside of this. And so Isagenix is just so different, and that's why we're so excited that you're here to learn about it. We really kind of focus on 3 pillars here with Isagenix. We've got an extensive product line that is growing and growing and growing and about to get even more magical in the next less than 2 weeks. But we like to focus on helping people reclaim, revive, and reset. And we get to just really zone in based on your needs, what you're looking for, and utilizing Isagenix to help you get there.
Yeah, and just like what Carol's saying, because we focus so much at a cellular level, which is why, we're not a weight loss company. We're not a diet company. We truly are a nutritional solution for what's happening in the world today. And when I started my journey, within a couple of weeks, I felt like my body was lit up, like the light switch went on, and I had no idea what that was all about. I'd never felt it before. And what was happening is that Isagenix was changing the chemistry of my body. It was taking me from an acidic to an alkaline state. The brain fog, all this stuff started to lift, and I just started to feel better from the inside. And when I realized it was because Isagenix systematically was reprogramming my body to be more alkaline and less acidic. And that was a huge thing. And you guys, there's a fishbowl here to prove to understand our bodies are no different than a fish tank. And if you go to a doctor's office, you actually get your pH tested, right? And so what happens to a fish in an acidic tank, right? They get sick. And disease thrives off an acidic environment. And this is where Isagenix just has been so beautiful. This is why I'm still here 6 years later, because I don't need to lose weight anymore, but because I want to keep my body clean.
Let me just find that. I got to mute somebody there. It's hard when they're all just little screens across the top of the page.
Oh, do we have somebody to mute?
I thought there was, but maybe it was just you.
I bounce around a lot.
And so it is so true. That is one of the magical things about Isogenics is how we help our bodies become more alkaline, because that is where so much happens. And it's really important to understand why diets fail us. And it is so important to me. For the last decade, really, I've been helping women on their health and wellness journey before Isogenics, inside of Isogenics. And one thing that we know is that our minds are so focused on this diet mentality. And maybe this has been you, and it was certainly me for a long time, cutting calories, adding cardio, doing all these things, and maybe getting some results, but certainly not getting results that lasted. And the truth of the world is now, and we all know it, it used to be just a few of us, or a few people, then a few more. We are overfed and undernourished. It doesn't matter if you're doing all the right things anymore. Even organic food has an acceptable level of pesticides, and it doesn't give you everything that your body needs. We've got adults that are overweight, children that are overweight, and the toxic overload is so damaging to our bodies. And then we've got here all about the minerals that we're missing. One of the things that we're so excited about, we're going to break down some of the core products in the Isogenics product line. So many of us are missing these essential minerals because they just are not in the soils anymore. And it's a factor that not enough people think about. And so it's not enough to just say, eat this, don't eat that. It's not enough anymore. We have to start doing something to help put the goodness back into our body. And then let's just talk about stress, shall we? Homeschooling, 4 months with a spouse, heat waves, moving, whatever that is. Even if you've got the right plan, even if you're doing the right workouts, even if you've got all the right nutrition, if you are in a stressful state, your body is not going to move. And so often I have women say, I'm doing all the right things, but I'm so stressed and I'm this and I'm that. Well, there's nothing I can do for you unless we can help you manage the stress.
Yeah, and Carol, you're so right. And this is why, and Carol was saying earlier about all the foods and prepping the foods that she did, and food really matters. And what Isogenics is for us is what nourishes, what fills the gaps that we're missing in the vitamins and minerals that Carol talked about earlier. But what I loved about this company wasn't just because I lost 90 pounds and it changed my entire life, but because I can trust the products. We are responsibly sourced. There's grass-fed cows. We have amazing plant-based options, more to come, gluten-free, and everything is natural. We have all of the good, none of the bad in the products. And that's huge. And when I decided to do my journey, I decided to clean eat. And I had to make sure any supplements that came in my home were also clean as well. And this is why Isogenics is still here.
So let's get into these fabulous products, right? Enough chatting, Carol and Helen. Tell us what's in the box. So we want to talk about first, you know how I talked about stress? Well, this puppy here, Ionic Supreme, is probably the #1 favorite product inside of our product line. This is nature's answer to stress. It's mama's happy juice. This is filled with adaptogens. Now, adaptogens are all the rage right now. You see them when you can go out in all of the top places that you would go to learn about health and nutrition. And they have been a staple inside of Isogenics since the products came out in 2002, 18 years ago. The co-founder, Jim Coover, actually is responsible for bringing these incredible adaptogenic herbs over to the Western world. And so this is what the way I work, because I'm not a science girl, is that adaptogens come in our body and they're just like a circuit. How are you feeling? Do we need to raise you up? Do we need to bring you down a little bit? There's no stimulants. You don't feel anything. You just start noticing maybe you're not so snappy. Maybe you're a little more happy. Maybe you have a little more clarity. As Helen said, maybe you're not crashing so much in the afternoon. This product is incredible for post-workout, because remember, stress is not always bad. Like, who loves a good workout? Who loves to pick up weights and throw them around? That is also stress for our bodies. So we need to give our body the ability to adapt and repair. And this really helps manage oxidative stress as well, which is something that we can't control, even if we can namaste our way all day long.
Oh, and our shakes. So it's so funny. Everyone always say, Helen, you're gonna have a shake every day for the rest of your life. And I'm like, heck yes. Just like have a cup of coffee every morning for the rest of my life, right? Because this is not, for me, this wasn't just about weight loss. This is my nutrition, right? My husband and I, we're always having shakes. My kid, we make pancakes and waffles to shakes for our kids. But here's the beautiful thing about isogenic shakes. Whether if you're here to gain weight, lose weight, gain muscle, or just find something easy to get out the door so you are not buying tacos or McDonald's, this has been the best solution that I've seen in years. And I've tried many, many things. And the reason why this is so amazing is because it's an actual meal replacement. We see a lot of shakes on the market and they're just supplements. They're like snacks, right? They're high protein, low carb, or they're like 100 calories, and they're not full meal replacements. And I think a lot of people have this stigma on shakes. And for me, I just did this is just like a meal in like the most frothiest, delicious way to consume it, right? And because we have balance, I'm like the macro queen. I love speaking about macros and calories, but the reason why I love this is because it's fully balanced. It has 24 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbs, and it's also 20% of fats because it keeps you satiated. Your body needs all of those macronutrients to function, to have energy. But then what I love most about it too is it's got 23 vitamins and minerals. Guys, you cannot make a meal under 1,000 calories with the goodness you get in a 240 calorie isogenic shake. You can't. Trust me, I've been meal planning forever. I can't. I know how to look at macros and micronutrients, and there is no way that I can make a beautiful profile meal like this. But let's face it, you add water and you get out your freaking door when you are busy. And when you're sitting on your Zoom calls all day, you can't sit there and chew on a salad and slurp on a soup. I've had so many Zoom calls where I'm just drinking my shake because it's super easy. And for me, that was the biggest thing because I used it as breakfast, post-workout. I use them as snacks.
And what's also important there is that we've also got different levels of our shakes. So this is the main shake, but we also have a full dairy-free profile. We've also got a shake with 36 grams of protein. We've also got options with lower carbohydrates. So this is where we can talk about everybody and everybody, right? This is really the main pillar. And for me as an athlete, I used to add carbohydrates into my shakes. And so this isoline shake is everything you need. Bing, bang, boom. Post-workout shake, there it is. So then we've got our cleanse for life. And this is not a poop cleanse. I repeat, this is not a poop cleanse. Do not be scared. I know that the word cleanse is scary now because so many companies have made cleanses that are scary. But I do want you to know this was the very first product formulated by John Anderson, who formulated it for himself to rid his body of toxins. And when he saw what this could do, he then formulated the shakes because to actually allow the body to detox, you need to have the nourishment of the cleanse and you need to have the nutrition of the shakes to help move the toxins out of the body. And so this was the very first product before cleanses were the rage. And this is simply botanically supported intermittent fasting. When you fast, you take a digestive break. Your body says, whew, I don't have to put all the energy into digesting all of that food you just ate, Carol. And so it allows the body to take the break. It serves up the toxins to the liver. The body is the miracle, but we are faced with more toxins than our body was designed to deal with. So we all need some help, whether you drink this at night as a mild or do a half day or a full day. There's so much around this, but I want you to know athletes need to cleanse more than anybody. A lot of people think that this program, as Helen stated, it is for weight loss. It is not for weight loss. If you are an athlete, you need to cleanse. You need the nutrition. You need every component of this. And this new peach mango flavor is so yummy. What? It's your turn.
Oh, it's I know, but I was waiting for the slide.
Oh.
Okay, so these snack bites, Carol was actually talking about it before she got on here. So when Carol's talking about cleanse, we use these a lot. You can have them any day, but we use them on our fasting days because it helps kind of throughout the day. Just helps you keep you satiated, gives you that little, and it's peanut butter. So let's face it, peanut butter is good anytime. But one of the things Carol was saying about the fasting, what matter what most of the people coming to me for help with their goals are, I always set them up with a system where they're feeling nourished with the shakes and intermittent fasting. Because when you're intermittent fasting, another thing that's great for athletes too is that your human hormone growth increases, which means you get to gain more lean muscle. And there's so many other things there. So when you're going through your fasting days and people are like, I can't eat fork and knife food, and we're like, no, but you can definitely eat a peanut butter snack because it's designed to let your body still feel like it's fasting. So you get the benefits of an intermittent fast throughout those days. And they're delicious. They really are.
And the DNF10 peptide is a remarkable thing. I mean, everything in Isogenic is not just like mixed together like I cook. It is so put together, each ingredient. And this really allows you that these snack bites keep you so full. You'll be blown away. A lot of people break them down into 4 on a cleanse day. And then we can have chocolates. I mean, this used to be all we could have on a cleanse day. And now we've got more and more flavors. We even have a sugar-free chocolate as well. And so these are not just chocolates, which, is all anybody really needs to hear, but they're antioxidant infused chocolates. They're good for you chocolate. They're cleanse day approved. I have one of these for dessert every night. I have probably 3 when I cleanse. Salted caramel is my absolute favorite. And we do, as Helen mentioned, we do lots of baking and cooking with all of our Isogenics products. So there's so many beautiful things. In fact, you put a Isodelight chocolate inside a snack bite and you put it in that microwave for 15 seconds and tell me you've ever had a healthy dessert that tastes better than that.
I'm going to try that tomorrow. You know what? Here are two of my favorite products. So our Natural Accelerator, if you had to name it something, it's like a fat burner. What it does is and I don't know if anyone's ever done this where you've taken apple cider vinegar and cayenne and all those things. So it's apple cider vinegar, cayenne, it's got cocoa in it and cinnamon, all the things that help your body with the thermogenics. So it just kind of boosts your metabolism up. And so what's really amazing about it is that you could just take one in the morning or one, through a meal, but it just really helps your body get that little extra burn, right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm a 42-year-old woman. I could use a little bit of boosting in my metabolism these days. And really one of my other favorites is this IsoFlush. In Canada, it's called IsoComfort. I do not go to bed without taking 2 of these before bed. For me, it's because it's got a gentle fiber in it. So it makes, keeps me, happy. Also, it's full of magnesium. So the fiber and the magnesium in it do a couple of different things. The fiber and the magnesium together really help with digestive and gut health. Isogenics really focuses on your body at a cellular level and in the gut. Everything that we have has everything to do with that. And this product is beautiful. If you're an Isogenics customer and haven't been using this, I promise you, once you add this in, I even sleep better. Magnesium is another mineral that a lot of people are deficient in, and it really helps calm your nerves. It helps relax you. I don't get much hours of sleep, so the few hours I do sleep, they're beautiful sleep. And I really attest it to the magnesium I'm taking before bed.
And Helen just doesn't get a lot of sleep because she doesn't allow herself, not because she can't sleep.
I know, exactly.
So now you might be saying, well, what does it look like? There's these products. I get a lot of questions. What do I eat in a day? And what I love to say is nutrition is not black or white, it's gray. And so I love mostly, especially for women, to release their mind from this structured, I'm not the counting girl. That's why it shows you. Helen's a counting calorie macro girl. I'm a freestyle it, and it works for both of us. So no matter what your style is, Isogenics is going to work for you. Simplest terms, you're going to have 2 shakes in a day. Wherever you have them, up to you. A lot of people do a breakfast. I love a mid-afternoon snack for my shake. I do a fork and knife lunch, a fork and knife dinner, sometimes a couple of little snacks in there, whether they're iso snacks or hummus, carrots, yogurt, almond, those kind of things. You will not feel like you're missing out on life. You will not feel like you're depleted because of all of the nutrients that we talked about that you get in all of these elements. it makes it so simple, but you will literally feel so good when you put those shakes in your body. But I don't want you to think of this as a diet. I need you to know this is not about 30 days. Let me lose my weight. Let me do whatever and then ship it away. You can, because you do get 30 days to try Isagenix. And if you don't love it and you think we're all crazy, get your money back. No harm, no foul. Nobody will worry about it. But put this in your body and see the difference and let it work for you. That's what it's made for. And a cleanse day, Helen.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, Carol, one note on your shake day too is that shake day regimen can change drastically, but still the same products. Like I love my shakes as a snack now. I don't always meal replace, but I have them in my body because I know what they do. So as you progress with your Isagenix journey, I'm 6 years in, Carol still has a shake a day. I have them all over the place. And here is the thing, Carol's right. This is a lifestyle, right? And so when you introduce intermittent fasting and cleansing in, this is not just to get to a goal. This is to learn a new behavior in your lifestyle to really honor the body. And that's why I tell everybody how when I'm cleansing it, it's not because I need to drop a couple of pounds on the scale. It's because my body needs to relax. My body needs to be detoxed. And so on a cleanse day, really you're drinking a lot of water. I'm going to tell you a secret. When you pee, you're peeing out fat. Okay, that's the secret. Okay, right? So, but in order to get rid of all those fat and those toxic cells, what Isagenix does on a cleanse day, you'll have your cleanse drink, your Ionics, and all these products synergistically work to go into your fat cells, pull out the junk, and then tell your body, all right, I loosened it up, get rid of it, right? And then it's your job to drink the water and stick with the regimen so your body can just purge. And through that fasting day, yes, you will lose weight. And the only reason why you lose weight on a cleanse day is because you're at a caloric deficit. It's not because, like Carol said, you don't poop it out. None of that happens. Yes, you pee a lot because like every other day you should be drinking your water. But what this is really doing to your body is that it's rebalancing your body at a cellular level. So if you're somebody who is constantly in the pantry and the fridge going for the sugar, I'm looking at you guys because I know what that happens. And when that starts to happen for me, I'm like, when was the last time I fasted? Because that means my insulin levels, everything is out of whack. But I know the second I reset my body, which is why we keep calling it a reset and a rebalance, is that it takes my insulins, everything, and it puts everything nice and even keel. And then bye-bye sugar cravings.
And so we talked about some products here. Again, we've got so many products, but we would love to get everybody started on a system. And systems really do save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. The less that you have to think, the better, right? Because what is one of the main things that we struggle with is information overload. You can go and find a million ways to eat on Pinterest, a million ways to eat on Instagram. You might have 500 downloads of free meal plans and workouts that people have given. Heck, Helen and I have probably given them to you as well. But what makes success is a system that works together, that you enjoy, that you love, that you get results. And so then you continue. Helen would not have lost 90 pounds if she didn't enjoy the process. And she would not have maintained that if there was not a system here. Now, we as a team, we are part of a large global exec team that's over 100,000 strong. And when you talk about community and support, there is nothing like it. We've got accountability challenges. We've got this amazing new app, and Isagenix just continues to provide us tools for ourselves to track and for us to help our people as well. So this IsaLife app is a game changer.
And here is the beautiful thing is, like Carol said, we have a system. Isagenix is so flexible. We have rigorous regimens that you can follow. We have loosey-goosey. You can go 50-50. You can go 80-20. Whatever you put in, you get out. It doesn't matter. The biggest thing with Isagenix is that we want to nourish your body. Again, weight loss, weight gain, muscle gain, we want to nourish your body. So we give you the system to do it and whatever your results are. So if you want to gain weight with Isagenix, you're still taking our products. You're just changing your fuel, the food you put in, and changing your caloric intake. How you follow the days is going to be what's sustainable for you, right? This is a very rigorous 11-day system that I'm showing here. But again, we customize it to what you're looking for. And that's what I love the most, because how I started Isagenix 6 years ago is very different than what I'm doing now.
And Isa just keeps getting so much better of the snacks that they keep adding. And I can hardly look in that top right corner because Bia is not available in Canada. yet. And I was on 4 Zooms today where people were cracking their beer open and I wanted to jump through the Zoom. It is so good. It's a botanical energy adaptogen drink. And if you're in the States, order that puppy up right now. Collagen bone broth is not here yet either, but it is all good. It is all coming here. But we've got our beautiful greens, which is one of my favorite drinks. I mix that with my ionics, my peach mango cleanse, and a half a lemon. And I would challenge you to find me a high ticket organic juice in any store that tastes better than this greens juice. I'm a chip girl. Helen's a sugar girl. I'm a chip girl. So these whey thins are my go-to every night. Glass of wine, bag of whey thins. What? Wine? Yes, my friends. I would not be here 7 years if I could not have wine. This is lifestyle, as we say. So we do what works for you. And our E+ shots are beautiful, beautiful, all natural energy shots. Really the only thing on the market that gives the energy boost with the cortisol controlling adaptogens, because I think there's a lot of women on the line, and a lot of women, we're drinking our coffee, we're having our energy drinks, and everything goes like this, and our cortisol is like this, and this is why our body has fat. It's not all about what we're putting in our body to eat, right? And so this E shot helps give us energy, but then keeps us balanced with the adaptogens, and it is revolutionary.
Yeah. And then one of the things that I always hear from everybody is like, what does it cost? And with us, with Isagenix, all we do is simply put you in a system or a plan that fits your budget and goals. But I really want you to take a deep look at looking at what you spend at CVS when you're looking at holistic health or Whole Foods. Like, how much money do you spend in Whole Foods? How much do you spend in a drive-thru? I just dropped $20 in a drive-thru trying to get my kids fed on the way here, right? The gas station snacks, the gas station energy drinks, GNC, the performance products. We didn't even get into our performance line, which is amazing. And Starbucks, right? All that stuff's got no return on investment in your health or in your pocket, where Isagenix has so much more return on investment with your health.
And we're going to take you through a couple of the systems in a minute, but it's great that Helen had her results, right? And there's more than just Helen, right? And this inside of Isagenix, and we talked about that accountability, we've got something called the IsaBody Challenge. It's a 16-week challenge, super easy to do now on our app. The end of 16 weeks, you take a before photo, 16 weeks later, you take an after photo. Even if nothing changed, you get $200 of free product, which is amazing. We've also got products, or we are scientifically studied. It threw me that I like see Helen and then I see the, and so it's important to know that we've got scientific research behind. If you are a person that is all about the science, then go to isagenixhealth.net and make sure that you check out all of the scientific studies, because it is really, really incredible. And I want to just pump here because I was hoping this was here. And so what's really amazing is inside of our global executive team, like I talked about, these are all individuals that have become honorable mentions, finalists, and we have 2 champions, Helen in 2017, and then Kim just last year. Championed over $25,000 they won for their transformation. You think Helen wasn't just happy to be looking all fit and sexy and having that energy? Throw in now all of that cash plus trips. Michaela is a beautiful soul in our team. Here's the coolest thing. Christine is a beautiful, beautiful soul, incredibly smart woman. And Helen met Katja on an airplane, and Katja was a honorable mention. And then Jose is Helen's hairdresser. And now he's an IsaBody finalist. So you never know. If you are not in a challenge right now, get in a challenge and keep getting in those challenges. And if you've got ISA customers, please get them in the challenge. And if you're brand new and you're going to start, get in your IsaBody challenge within your first week, so your first order can count towards some qualifications that are required to be able to get all that extra. And it's not just them, it's all these incredible results of people within our team. As Helen mentioned, weight loss, weight gain, putting on muscle, getting shredded, aging backwards. It just doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, and the way to get started is just simply looking at what your goals are and what your budget is. We have very basic bare bones systems that start as easy as $5 a day, which is less than your frou-frou, what we call them frou-frou yogurt, yogurt, Starbucks drinks.
Mocha, mocha, laka, laka.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just always afraid to mess that up. You can go as $10 a day, which we know is not even a drive-through burger meal anymore. and you get an entire month's system. All these systems come with your fasting, right? All the fasting support for your body. It comes with that stress support. I can't tell you enough that every package needs to have that stress support right now. And then of course, all nourishments for your meal. And it all depends on where you're at in your journey, what your goals are, what your budget is. We have something that's fit for anybody and customized for anybody. And everything that we have, like Carol said earlier, we have a no compromise guarantee with Isogenics. And even if you don't like a flavor you get in your package, you can return it 30 days. If it doesn't work for you, which I haven't seen this happen yet, you can return it within 30 days. But Isogenics, they put the customer first and they want you to get results and they guarantee it.
I tell everybody, as soon as you get your box, put a circle on your calendar for 3 weeks later. Don't make up your mind day 1. Don't make up your mind day 3. Your body might be so acidic that the flavor of the shake seems a little off to you. It's your body that's off, not the products. Please give it a full 3 weeks before you decide if it's for you or not. That's a really, really important thing. And so it's really important for us to have accountability, right? That's the one thing that you don't get when you just download a program. Most people need accountability. They need support of other people. You need to know that the products that you're putting in your body, that the nutrition is absolutely right there for you so that you can get the results that you want.
And my most favorite part of Isogenics is the family and friends referral program. I had no idea how generous they were until people wanted to do everything I was doing. And so even if you started on something very simple on our basic system, you find a couple of friends to do this with you because you're them up, because there's no way you're going to go to a new restaurant without telling your friends, right? You're saying, hey, I'm doing this. I want more energy. I'm tired of feeling like this. Let's do it together. You grab a couple of friends, and Isogenics has this product introductory referral. And so let's say Carol goes and says, hey, Sally and Joe, let's do this together. And they decide to join Carol in the same week. Isogenics originally gives you a $25 referral. And I'm speaking US dollars right here, right now. Canada, it's a little bit more. And if you do it in the same commission week, which is Sunday through Monday with Isogenics, they double it. They say, holy smokes, Carol, because we don't pay any money in advertising and marketing, we're going to award our customers cash rewards for telling somebody about Isogenics. Because let's face it, I don't buy or do anything unless somebody tells me it's okay. And so with that, if you do that within your first 30 days, you also become a Crystal consultant, which is just a fancy way of saying you're awesome. And then you also get some free essential oils. I just got an email saying I got my free essential oils this month. And then so you get total cash rewards. You get $200. But then here's the thing, Sally and Joe are going to be like, Carol, well, how do I get my $200? So Carol shows the same way, and they go and find their two accountability buddies. And then Isogenics says, Carol, you are so amazing because we still don't spend any money on advertising and marketing. You showed Sally and Joe how to share with their friends and grab accountability. So we're going to reward you $100 for each of them for teaching them how to become consultants because they're awesome too. And so can you click one more time? So that Carol becomes a Crystal manager. So that's a total of $650. Carol spent $300, found 2 accountability buddies, showed them how to get their product paid for, and then she gets $650 back. So that's a $350 return on investment in her first 30 days. Guys, you can't get that at your grocery store. You just can't.
No, you cannot get that at your grocery store. And so, we really appreciate you spending some time with us tonight. We do these every Wednesday. Different people are hosting, so you can learn different aspects of Isogenics. Hear it said differently. Sometimes they focus on the performance line. Sometimes it's more scientific. Sometimes it's all energy and crazy with Carol and Helen. Regardless, I definitely just want to thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Please get back to the person that invited you. Please ask all the questions. Get all of the information you need. Don't think too much. Just put the products in your body. If you don't love them, get your money back. But I think the only reason you won't love them is if you don't open them up and put them in your body. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening, everybody. Thank you, Helen. Stay safe, stay cool, wash your hands, and let's all travel together someday soon.
Bye, everybody. See you, Carol. Bye, guys. Bye.